Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, I want to address an interesting question. Woof, I need my tea. I want to address an interesting question that was posed to me. Okay. And that was by a young lady from South Africa. She'd asked the question, how can a person tell when they need acupuncture? And I mean, it's a very broad question. I mean, really not even specific to the point of, let's say, a particular disease or traumatic experience and so forth. But it was still easy to answer because I could have just simply said, if you're alive and breathing, you should be seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, which is true. But I said I'm not, just going to be that generic, that broad in response. So, I gave her a few signs and I told her, I'm going to pose a question to my podcast audience and so that they can understand as well. But there are signs that indicate you should be seeing an acupuncturist. Just basic, really basic. Because yes, if you suffer from, let's say, an autoimmune disorder, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. If you suffer from any type of chronic illness, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. If you suffer from any mental and emotional disorder, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. If you're suffering from a pain disorder, chronic pain, acute pain, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. If you're overweight, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. If you're suffering from some type of addiction to drugs or alcohol or opioids or much more, you should be seeing an acupuncturist. I could just go on, for days, but, just general signs that indicate, especially for a healthy person, a person that's aiming to be like fit and as healthy as possible. Because along with eating a well-balanced diet, because when it comes to acupuncture, the theory of yin and yang, it's all about balance. You want to eat a well-balanced diet to provide you with the necessary vitamins and minerals and prebiotics and probiotics and more phytonutrients that you need. Okay? Because I'm not a big advocate of vitamins and supplements, that you just get in a cup or a jar or whatever, and then you're just popping it in your mouth. I'm not an advocate of that. The body is designed, it's well aligned with nature to absorb what it needs from the foods that you eat and discard the rest. And I see these supplement junkies out here, and then, they're overdoing it and creating a toxic internal environment. Okay? And they feel that they're doing the right thing because they eat pizza and junk food all day. And that's just not the direction to go with this. It really isn't. And this is why you need to see an acupuncturist, even if it's just for an Eastern nutrition consultation session or sessions. But to just take vitamins to fill in the gaps and so forth. No, what gaps? What gaps? If you were seeing an acupuncturist, you wouldn't be worrying about that. But as I explained to this young lady, I'll explain to you like an obvious sign is, are you getting tired and losing your breath very easily? Are you experiencing low energy levels on a consistent basis? Now, this can be indicative of many things, such as a chronic illness, or you've expended your chi and you've become chi deficient. You're suffering from some type of mental and emotional disorder and you're not sleeping well. Circadian rhythm is out of whack. It could be something wrong with your lungs. These are things and more and much more than an acupuncturist would look for. Can also be a sign that you're anemic, because you have over 100 million people globally that have low levels of iron. And there's a great deal of them that are unaware of that. There's a great deal of them that are unaware that they suffer from iron deficiency anemia. You know, do you notice you have pale skin? You experience lots of headaches, dizziness, chest pain, cold hands, cold feet. And if you were seeing your physician on an annual basis for regular checkups and making regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist throughout the year periodically, this would be discovered in no time. Absolutely no time. But definitely if you find yourself feeling tired and you notice you're losing your breath very easily, get into an acupuncturist. Another thing is, like, do you notice you have, like, you're suffering from brittle hair and brittle nails? It could be a sign of various health issues. Just throwing it out there, it could be a sign something's wrong with the kidney meridian to an acupuncturist, potentially liver and kidney. Could it be caused from a biomedical perspective by hypothyroidism or Raynaud's syndrome, just not even getting enough moisture? But then to say not even getting enough moisture could be a sign that you're not drinking enough water. And you may present as blood deficient, and if you're presenting to an acupuncturist as blood deficient, then there's a good chance you're qi deficient as well, due to the yin and yang relationship with each other, because your qi is more yang and your blood is yin. And when they're both in balance and flowing harmoniously, you're not worried about much of anything. But brittle nails, or brittle hair especially, to an acupuncturist can potentially be some form of kidney deficiency. Or should I just say in general, nutrient deficiency. You know, maybe you're not getting enough zinc or iron or biotin or some form of B vitamin in your diet. Doesn't mean run to the store and just grab a supplement. How much of that capsule is starch? Do you even know? If you don't know, you shouldn't be taking it. You know, I'm not going to speak down on supplements. Sometimes it's necessary, but you want quality ones. But another sign that you should be seeing in an acupuncturist is, do you notice yourself getting sick a lot? You notice you're getting sick a lot, get yourself in to see an acupuncturist immediately. If you're getting sick more than, let's say, you're catching, let's say, a cold more than 3 to 4 times a year, sign of some form of deficiency. To an acupuncturist, what's causing your protective qi to be deficient? And that's called wei qi. Your protective qi is responsible. It traverses the skin and outer muscle area of the body, and it's to protect you from various types of pathogens that can invade the body and cause you to become ill. So what's causing a deficiency in your protective qi? Which is in biomedicine synonymous with your immune system. Because your protective qi can protect you from various germs and unwanted organisms such as viruses, bacteria, parasites, fungus, as well as diseases and infections. You need to see an acupuncturist. You know, because it's I'll say it again, health is wealth. The wealth isn't in in the shoebox in the closet or under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth is not under your mattress. The wealth is not in your pocket, your purse, or your wallet. The wealth is definitely not in the bank. It's not in the safe in your office or your home. The wealth isn't in a cryptocurrency account or an app on your phone. The wealth is in you. And another sign that you may need to see an acupuncturist, or you should be seeing an acupuncturist, is, are you prone to injuries? You know, do you easily suffer from fractures or breaking your bone? Okay, over 150 million fractures occur on a regular basis globally. And it can take, for some individuals, months to heal or even years to fully repair. The bones, heavily related to the kidneys, to an acupuncturist. Is there a deficiency of that particular yin organ or somewhere within the meridian? That meridian is being undernourished. From a 5-element perspective, the mother organ to the kidneys is the lungs. Okay? So maybe there's a lung deficiency that's affecting the kidneys. And I'm just throwing this is just like random. And if you want to learn more, you sit with an acupuncturist. But what's causing the kidneys or the kidney meridian to be deficient or expressed with a deficiency pattern? And you're suffering from poor bone health. These are things you'd find out from an acupuncturist. These are things you wouldn't worry about if you were seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Okay, so just simply make acupuncture part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?